What is going on, everybody? My name is Ark and welcome back to Lacuna Passage. I think I pronounced that correctly, I have no idea, and I frankly just don't care. So, it's been ages since I last played this. Literally, I made one other video about it, I think over a year ago now. And I noticed that it's had a ton of updates since then, and I had a ton of criticisms about it back then. So I'm hoping that they've updated it and sorted out all the bugs. There is now drivable rovers and stuff, and I'm hoping there's a story mode now. No. Okay, yeah, that isn't in it yet. If I look in sandbox, then I can continue the game, but yeah, saves from an old version. Yeah. Start with a new game. Fully randomized discovery locations, but dust storms won't spawn. Let's go with standard. Let's go with standard to give this a try out. Okay, then mouse to look. Yeah. I know how to look around. Ouch. Trying to move around in my chair. Comfortable. Oh, sensitivity. That's the lowest sensitivity that my mouse would have. That's horrible. Let me... There we go, that's a lot better now. E to open datapad. Right, this thing, I assume still has the AIDS controls. Yes, it does. Okay, locate habitat alpha. Turn on scanner. I've completely forgotten how to play this. Yeah, sensitivity still feels really janky. Yeah, over here. Yeah, sensitivity still feels really janky. This is new. I should have kept my old save, seen if I can upgrade it. Because I remember Habitat Alpha used to be... Well, the map's probably changed entirely since then. But I remember it used to be like on a big, flat, open area at the bottom of a mountain. I had to go up a mountain to sort stuff out. That's if I'm remembering the right game. Check the status of the habitat life support systems for when the console's on the airlock. Okay. No, wrong button. Let me check it then. Habitat status. Okay then, so trying not to turn like a maniac. That one's running. This one is running, which is oxygen, so I should be able to get oxygen from inside there now. This one here is heating. The one over there is water. And I don't know what the other one is because the display is now turned off. Okay. Okay, I can't remember what that one is. I'm gonna die. Okay, my frame rate just tanked. And why? Because I'm still in my suit, I can hear that. But why does the audio still sound like I'm outside? And why is the frame rate gone absolutely to shit in here? Let me sleep for a few hours. And then I'll go back out and try doing something. Like, I don't know what I meant to do. I think this is the reason I stopped playing this in the first place. Because I don't know what to do. I know there's stuff to do, but it doesn't actually tell me water available. Oh, it tells you all the statuses here now. So yeah, everything's on, everything's fine. Which is all Gucci. Yeah, why does that still sound like it's outside? Let me transfer myself a little bit of power. And some oxygen. Because it should generate oxygen for itself now. So let's go out, survive your first soul. Nice. I need to first of all, get comfortable in this chair, because this chair is just fucking uncomfortable. That's why I can't play competitive games, because everyone has better chairs than me. And let's have a look for the rover, since I don't know what I have to do. Inventory. Mission objectives: find and activate local waypoint station, locate habitat beta, locate habitat gamma. Okay, I'm scanning. There's the thing. Hey! Discover your first wayside and travel 5 kilometers. That's 5 kilometers? Bloody hell. What's that down there? That looks important. That, you see that big white thing on my crosshair? Just above it? Probably some rocks. I think the first time I played this, I was just like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's only rocks. So if this is like your first time watching one of these videos, you should really go back and watch the first one, so I explained all about it. But unless the developers have changed their ways, they are planning on building the whole map from real life images of Mars, because of course this is all set on Mars. They're, from what last time I heard, this is all based on Mars, all the hills and all that. The map is Mars. I'm trying to say this and I can't speak for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm awake in the daytime for some reason. Yeah, this is all Mars. This is Mars. What's this? Discover a downed satellite. Can I do anything with it? Supply barrel. Oh. That is a lot of stuff. Let me take it all. I did take it all, right? I'm still trying to learn how to play this. Well, that's not good. Just as I managed to sort it out as well. Okay, it's still not fixed though. I think I've encountered a weird bug. Because I'm trying to tell it to wake me up at a certain time. I'm trying to use the sleep system to skip ahead a day. I've skipped ahead, what, 4 days now? Because it seems to be bugged unless I'm not reading something right. Can I see anything down there? Yeah, it seems to be bugged unless I'm not reading something right. Where it's waking me up later than it should be. Like, just then I selected it to wake me up at 6 o'clock. 6 AM. It is now 3 PM. For some reason. The rover should be down there somewhere. I want to go over here first though. Radiation storm. Meh. Probably be the last time that I'll play this in a long time after this video anyway again. This is one of those games where I see a lot of potential with it, but the developers just don't do anything, it seems. Like, of course they're doing stuff behind the scenes, they can't update you every time something changes, but it's just taking forever. I would love to see this complete. I would love to see more happening with it. But like, I'm not seeing any more purple circles around me. I'm trying to find out where that smoke was coming from last night. But I'd love to see more come out of this. I just don't want it to be another thing that is just dead. I've seen too many like great games die because just bad developers. Like DayZ, it's practically dead now. It's a dead game now. the only people that play it still are people that either want the nostalgia and they're just like me, that'll play something and be like, yeah, this good times. Like when I play Just Survive, and like everyone on there, we all play the old map constantly because it's just so amazing. Whenever I play it with Toby, like I'll constantly, repetitively say, I remember fighting there, I remember doing that there, I remember doing that there. Good times. And that's like what DayZ is. It's nostalgic. And there's other games like The Culling. I originally saw like YouTubers playing that, and I originally loved the idea of it. Because it was very, forgotten the name of the film now. Hunger Games. That was it. I lost the name of it there. It's very Hunger Games, and I really liked the idea of it. But the developers, apparently they took a weird turn at some point and threw everything out the window. Changed like all the game mechanics and all that apparently. And now, I think last time I checked, it was at like 9 players. Like the highest player count was something like 9 players. So it's sad to see good games dying due to just poor development. That's another thing too. Now we're getting to the part where I complain about this game constantly. You shouldn't do stuff like this. You give players such a small reserve of oxygen, and I think I might be able to top it up. I'm not sure if this thing loaded. Using this bladder tank. Uses either water or oxygen, but I can only drop it. You shouldn't really do this. Like, dropping a player in with randomised stuff. Like, randomised locations. I'm not sure if these are randomised, but randomised locations of randomised objects in a game where it's severely punishing to go out exploring without knowing what you're doing. Like, I was full on oxygen and electricity earlier on, and now I've just come across it at nearly half my oxygen. That's a bit silly, like, considering stuff is random. Like, I've gone so far, I can't even see my initial habitat anymore. I know where that one is, that I couldn't see that from where my habitat is. Oh, there's another purple one. Okay. Progress. But can I make it? Turn power on. Everything's fine on this one. Okay then. Things should be on my map permanently now, right? Navigation. Yeah, okay. So look how far I've travelled. Okay, this is telling me IRL as well. IRL is in-game. So I'm looking directly at my habitat right now. I think. Yeah. Have I really just done that? I've literally just gone in a huge circle. Okay. And I died of radiation exposure. Okay. Okay then. Well, that's quite cool. Telling you how long you survived for compared to other people. Survived for 7.5 souls. New best, yeah, blah blah blah. I'm number 160. Hell yeah. Travelled for 10.89 kilometres. It's not too bad. But considering how high I am in those numbers, can I see that again at all? Or no. Considering how high I am in those numbers, I kind of think that may prove my point on the fact that oxygen supply is far too damaging. It needs more oxygen. The oxygen supply is too limited. And I can't hear anything over this menu music. Like, I don't know how I could have actually gone out and tried to explore that. The only reason I came across that waysat, it was called waysat thing, wasn't it? Something like that. The only reason I came across that was just by random chance. Just by chance, I somehow managed to loop back on myself and come across it. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for even more. Check out the screen links for the other video that I did on this. I think it was about a year ago now, at least. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.